and welcome back to the Spur and Call podcast. I am your host, Julian Mazzara. Sitting across from me, Jimmy Walsh, as always. Giving you guys a breakdown of the upcoming games for Week 2, starting off with the Falcons versus the Cowboys. We'll do the Bears versus the Giants following this. We're about to go on a little trip to Austin. A little context, a little
getaway.
Yeah, so we're doing this pod a little early, right before we hit the road. And we're going to try to hit you guys with a pod while we're down there.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Get that instant analysis reaction.
Of the games on Sunday, exactly. So, yeah, we're going to break down the Falcons versus the Cowboys, Week 2. Let me hear your thoughts going into this game, and I'll give you mine.
Thoughts. I mean, it's going to kind of just be an offensive showdown.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But also, hopefully not, though.
Well, for you, hopefully not,
yeah.
but I just think it will be.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt Ryan aired that puppy out like no other last week.
Yeah, so
he let the dog off the leash.
Yeah, so I got some stats. Matt Ryan, he threw 54 passes.
Damn.
Completed 37 of them, 450 yards, 2 touchdowns, a pick.
How many yards?
450.
Oh.
Yeah, against the Seahawks. They lost that game, obviously.
Where was Jamal?
Huh?
Jamal was just...
Oh, no, he graded out good per PFF, but I don't know.
Chris Collinsworth.
Julio Jones, he had 9 receptions for 157.
Damn.
Calvin Ridley had 9 for 130 with 2 touchdowns. Russell Gage had 9 for 114.
That's a slot.
Wow.
Damn.
Hayden Hurst 3 for 38.
They all had 12 targets. I know that.
Yeah. Todd Gurley, he was the leading rusher. He had 14 carries for 56 yards and a touchdown on the ground. So yeah, they put up a lot of stats. That's for sure.
Yeah. They definitely. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But obviously they also let up 38 points and only scored 25 points with all those stats. So it's a little empty calories almost with them.
Calories.
Which is the same thing with
that's a good point.
That's like what the Cowboys were last year.
The rushing game wasn't, I mean, per rush.
Yeah.
Probably. But that's probably where the Seahawks are going to be better at.
Yeah. So yeah, I think, like you said, it's going to be probably a very high scoring game.
I
hope that the Falcons aren't the high score. I hope they're not high. You know?
Hope not.
Good thing for the Cowboys, though, we're going to be back at home at AT&T Stadium right up here. It's looking like there's going to be maybe 20,000 fans there.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, which is 22% of the capacity.
That's crazy.
So talk about a competitive advantage. I really don't understand how they allowed it this year, that it's not a universal rule. Hey, if not all the states are allowing fans, no one can have fans.
It doesn't... especially for what we're doing here.
Yeah.
If it's about a virus, then let's all be on the same page.
Exactly.
I don't know.
No, and like
every team follows the same regulations with them.
I feel like every team should have done 20% or none at all.
Yeah, Bears are having nobody.
Yeah, so obviously, hopefully that helps our defense a little bit because I was hearing some players' perspectives on it, and it's like talking about how they've felt since that happened, and it's like mostly like plays that are long developing. You can't tell if, like, for instance, like a screen, you can't tell what's happening because there's no crowd reaction. Like, you might want to, go a little extra because you hear the crowd cheering and, like, oh, the play's still going.
That's interesting. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so let's break it down positionally. We're going to start with Cowboys offense versus.
Well, Mike, I got a question for you
Sure.
real quick. Just real quick question. How you feel about the Thursday night game last night? Just real quick.
Oh, okay.
Joe Burrow threw 60 passes.
It was
60 passes.
Yeah, 61 passes.
61 passes?
Yeah, which is I'm referencing PFF a lot here, and I don't like
it's all good. I mean, they'd be watching.
Yeah, they are. But it was the most passes by a rookie quarterback in the PFF era, and I don't know when PFF started, but
yeah, that's nuts. Yeah. Especially because it wasn't really working. Yeah, that's why I was like, "What are we doing?"
No, it was a good game though. Battle of Ohio.
For a
battle of
little context though. Me and Jewel both. You got a little Chubb on your fantasy.
Oh,
I got a little Mixon.
Teams, yeah.
Yeah, but the one that we're in. Hey, man. Yeah, Chubb this thing.
No, it was a good game, though. I thought it was really entertaining. I thought the Bengals even put up a decent effort.
Yeah.
But Cowboys versus Falcons.
Let's get into it, man.
We're going to break down Cowboys offense versus Falcons defense first, and then second half do vice versa. So I'm looking for the Cowboys to have more of an explosive offensive attack this week, not put up 17 points. I'm looking I mean, really, realistically, you're gonna have to put up plus 30 if you're expecting to win against the Falcons team that has the offense that they do. But so just to break it down positionally, obviously we have our 3 receivers versus Falcons secondary, who they lost Desmond Trufant last year to the Lions.
Yeah.
They drafted A.J. Terrell in the first round, a rookie out there. Isaiah Oliver, who's been shaky, but like he's still like
he's been my boy.
He's got talent.
You remember I was talking about him out of college?
Yeah,
I wanted him.
Yeah. They got a couple nice little trio of safeties. Keanu Neal.
Yeah, it's weird that's lined up. I'm sure Ricardo Allen is definitely not a starter.
Yeah, no, for sure. KZ will be the other starter.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see who their nickelback is.
And that's what I'm saying. It might be Allen.
Yeah.
In that sense.
So, I don't know how A.J. Terrell did in his first game. I assume he didn't do great because
I mean,
Russell Wilson was 33 of 37, so.
Very good point.
There's a lot of DK deep passes and stuff. And I'm not
but
sure
it seemed like for the most part, rookie corners didn't do too bad this week.
No. We didn't hear a lot.
I mean, Arnett lit up.
Yeah.
One huge play.
Yeah.
On the nastiest out and up, you'll see.
Yeah. So I think their strong spot is their safeties. Keanu Neal, I don't know how he's came back from his injury, but like before his injury, like he was the glue on the defense. Like their defense just sucked as soon as he got injured.
Yeah, that was how long ago was that?
That was last year, and he's been injured like a lot.
Yeah,
a lot. KZ, I think he was a rookie like 2 years ago, and he really had a great rookie season. I don't know how he's been since, but I'm actually still solid. So I'm leaning. Obviously I'm going to lean our receivers with Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup.
What's the big matchup for the Cowboys O versus the Falcons D in your opinion? I'll give you mine.
Well, dude,
right off the bat, I got mine. Want me to go with mine?
Just in general?
I'll go with mine first.
It's Grady Jarrett versus Connor Williams and the trio of inside.
Yeah.
But to stay in the playmakers though,
the playmaker it just not his favorite.
I'm expecting CeeDee Lamb to get his first touchdown this game.
Ooh. Bold prediction.
Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of,
especially with Jarwin out, I could see him getting some targets.
I think we're gonna be really, really airing it out because like last week it was a little bit more like intermediate type, and I think we're really gonna take the top off. Shout out to Gunner. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I feel good about that matchup. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's gonna be high scoring. I mean, Dak ain't no Russell. But whenever he goes, I mean, he goes. So he could put up 400 type thing.
We've played a lot against the Falcons.
Right.
I'm hoping that Tyron Smith plays in the game.
If he doesn't, it's not the worst. You guys have an undrafted. Might be a rough game.
We just have.
Where's Lyle? How long is he out?
Lyle, he'll be back week 3 or 4 because he got put on the IR thing. That's 3 weeks, and he'll be back week 4.
What happened?
I don't know exactly. It was it was kind of cloudy. Like honestly, what the issue was. Like they're being kind of secretive about it.
Maybe you just got a bum tum, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, I just have flashbacks of what's his name, Adrian Claiborne getting 6 sacks against Chaz Green whenever Tyron Smith was out. And it is no. If you're,
I remember that, dude.
That is the worst.
That got that man paid.
No, 100%. Yeah, it is the worst memory in the Dak Prescott era. Is that fool just getting destroyed? No, seriously, it was. I mean, you ask any Cowboys fans, and it was.
So serious?
Yeah. No, I mean, dude, 6 sacks in one game for one dude. Like it's not that he was the only guy even out there getting sacks.
Hey, I know a man named Julius Peppers, man.
Yeah,
that's what that man did.
Yeah. So.
One key thing I see here, though, and they did split it up a lot running, but they didn't do very well running against the Falcons.
Seahawks?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
I think you guys' rushing attack is a little better.
Yeah, let's get in the trenches.
In the trenches, let's dive down.
Like he said, earlier, the most important matchup, I think, is Grady Jarrett versus
that's gonna be
our interior.
Especially against
Grady Jarrett is probably the 3rd best defensive tackle in the league, maybe 4th.
Top 5 for sure. 3? 3's kind of.
Aaron Donald, Chris Jones.
Buckner.
Grady
Jarrett.
Yep.
Keem Hicks.
Yeah, I'm talking about recency here, though.
Phoenix is just injured.
Yeah, exactly. Recency bias. So yeah, Grady Jarrett, he's a monster. He's
huge.
He is.
I love him.
But he's not as versatile. He really does like to rush off his 3 technique spot, which would be against Zach Martin. And Zach Martin has locked him up in the past because we played him really 3 times in the Dak era. And
really,
yeah, I don't really
the Dak era.
Yeah,
just the second time. You said that.
Apparently, Tack McKinley. Oh, well, hold on. First off, Grady Jarrett had a sack and a half the last game.
But again, against who?
Yeah, Seahawks offensive line. Which
we took Jermaine Ifedi from him, so
yeah. Apparently, Tack McKinley looked really explosive to that last game. He had a sack, but apparently he was getting a lot of pressures. So I'm really hoping Tyron's good to go in that situation. Not that Tack is a game breaker or anything like that, but I mean he's a fast, quick player. So he can get to the edge really quick and get a sack.
Yeah, and then they have Fowler. Can't sleep.
Oh, man. I cannot forget about that.
No, can't sleep.
Yeah,
11 and a half last year, buddy.
Yeah, it's a solid front.
They replaced Vic Beasley very well.
And Dante Fowler, he had a half sack. I want to see exactly how he's playing now because he is very inconsistent in his career. Obviously, last year he had a great year. But I just want to see him repeat on it because,
if he's going to go up against, what was that fool's name?
Terrence Steele.
Might not be too hard for him. Especially if he got half a sack last game. He was getting to the QB.
Get well, Lyle.
Getting to the QB.
So
he didn't really play that bad, though, let's be real.
I think the most important thing for us will be our rushing attack against the Falcons. At linebacker, they got Deion Jones, who hasn't quite lived up to what I thought he was going to be. Especially
there's a few linebackers in that role that kind of just plateaued. It seemed.
Quan Alexander.
Yeah, and then
there's some other guys.
Even Devin White. I mean, I guess he's got a chance. Still.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
He only played 1 year. That was bad.
Yeah,
shout out Devin White. But yeah, there's for sure.
I'm not sure exactly who the other linebacker is. I'm not. Foysade.
You got it.
Olukan.
Boom.
Olukan.
6 tackles. Let's get it.
Nice.
Hey, look who was second in the game, though.
Well,
of course, though, because Russell Wilson completed 31 passes, but it was
Terrell.
AJ Terrell.
Nice.
No picks, obviously. You would have heard about that.
So yeah, I think our rushing attack. I think we should have some solid success there, even with some injuries to our line. It looked like that wasn't really a problem in the last game. Just because Zeke looks as explosive as he does, I'd love to see him using the pass game a lot, even though Deion Jones is pretty athletic. I don't know if he's going to be covering him the whole time or anything like that.
And then Keanu Neal and Casey are both athletic as well.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking for a big rushing attack. It sucks that Blake Jarwin's out. I'm going to be interested to see how we use the tight end position now.
Just dump it to Schulte, bro.
I'll go 10 personnel and just do 0 tight ends.
It's too obvious.
Yeah, that's college.
You run Schultz on routes to set up the other guys is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
He's probably a smart player.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He's made the 53.
Yeah.
Being a fullback.
Went to Stanford, so.
Okay, then there you go, man. Mm-hmm. There you go. So they'll figure that out. But I think definitely.
And he honestly in the game against the Rams, whenever Jarwin got hurt, I was like, oh god.
I saw him get a little out route.
He was getting pretty physical in the blocking.
He's a big guy.
And really just receiving, that's what he's kind of sucked at. So
but you guys definitely need to replace Jarwin, right?
Sure. And I don't know what we're gonna do with the tight end position. So like I said, I'm not.
What about pick up old Randy Moss's son, Thaddeus Moss, out there on a practice squad somewhere? Yeah, he's chilling somewhere.
I think he's on the Redskins
practice squad.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's too late then.
It is?
Yeah.
You have to do it before the season on the practice squad?
Unless they cut him because he's already on a team. He signed a contract to him.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think what do you think? We're going to have a better rushing attack against the Falcons or better through the air attack?
That's a good question. Through the air.
Through the air?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I could see Maury getting that buck. Gal getting a tud, like you said. I could see CD getting. I mean, Fool got 5 catches.
CD?
Yeah. In his first game, and it's not even like he looked amazing or anything. I mean, he wasn't very open too much.
Solid, yeah.
There was one where he was looking at the
little slant on the inside. Yeah.
So I think just a little more confidence thrown to him.
Yeah, and he seemed like he was kind of pissed off by his performance.
Looked like
like
I almost just disrespected him, but he was looking a little thin. He was looking a little thin out
there. Yeah, because like Michael Gallup, he did an interview, and like the interviewer asked him about CD, and like he kind of had to not pick him up after the game a little bit, but saying knock it off, and CD was just like, I hate losing, man. That's all I hate, and that's what you expect from your young buck,
Yeah, for sure.
But so yeah, I think he could have a huge game, honestly, because he was kind of I could just tell.
Should you guys have drafted Komet in the first round?
Like I was telling him yesterday, I think with the 800 million tight ends that came out in this last class, and especially seeing Harrison Bryant kind of have a good game yesterday with the Browns, and he's a fourth-round tight end. Literally won the tight end of the year award.
Yeah.
And
I think he's going to be good.
End. Yeah.
Even before.
I just think we should have just put some more youth in that position, because honestly,
especially the way the board fell, like there was dudes. Mm-hmm. There was dudes.
Yeah.
There was dudes late. Yeah. You guys took DiNucci. Kept him though.
Yeah.
So it's like at least
So yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting to see how our offense evolves in this game, just because they want to be multiple. And then to wrap up this segment, Dak versus the Falcons defense as a whole. So Dak, he had a pretty solid game. I don't have the stats pulled up. He had a pretty solid game. I was expecting him to have a huge game, the first game. So I think maybe this game will be the one that's huge, because this man is fighting for a contract.
Give me a little stat prediction for Dak.
Okay, so I hope we don't throw it as much as we did last time. So a little stat line. I don't know. I'm looking for above 65% completion percentage.
I'm not saying what you're looking for. What do you predict is going to happen?
Okay. So just a little context. Dak, he was 25 for 39, 266 and a touchdown. On the ground. Well, he was 3 for 30 on the ground. Had some key scrambles to get out of the pocket. So yeah, I just think 65% completion percentage. I'm thinking 2 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground. Did you get that first rushing touchdown of the season?
Pick?
No, never.
Never that. Okay. I was thinking about the same thing, but I think he might.
We talk about Dak Prescott here.
I think he might throw a little pepperoni and cheese, maybe.
Man. And then north of 300, I think he's just gonna have a really good game. Honestly.
See it.
He's not gonna be Russell Wilson against the Falcons, but he's gonna be 75-80% Russell Wilson against the Falcons.
Yeah,
I think that's a fair assessment of Dak.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we should take a break, because we just pretty much ran through the whole Cowboys offense versus the Falcons defense, and whenever we'll be back, we'll do the second half.
Sounds good.
And we're back with Spring Call Podcast, breaking down Cowboys versus Falcons, Falcons offense versus the Cowboys defense. This is probably going to be a little bit more of an interesting matchup, just because, you got Julio Jones, you got Calvin Ridley, you got whoever the heck, the slot receiver, Russell Gage, that went for over 100.
Hayden Hurst,
Todd Gurley.
I feel like there's one more name.
Gurley. That's an inside joke. I'm sorry. Actually, the people that are watching this probably know exactly what I'm talking about. So, so yeah, their offensive line is really important for them. And not necessarily in the best way. like they're really expecting. So just to run it through, they got Jake Matthews. They drafted Matt Hennessy. I don't think he's a starter right now though, but they got James Carpenter at left guard. Alex Mack, who's obviously like one of the better centers in the league.
For sure.
Chris Lindstrom, who was a first-round pick last year. Cale McGarry, who was a first-round pick last year.
They drafted a guard in the first. Wait.
They drafted two linemen in the first last year.
The Falcons did?
Yeah.
I was actually last year. The Bears did not have a pick in the first or second round, so I literally just did not even.
Yeah.
Like I literally,
you're zoned out.
It's kind of sad that I still learn of players.
I'm not gonna leave you hanging. Brother.
Like DeAndre, Baker?
Yeah.
I literally I found out who he was because he found out he pulled a gun at a party.
Yeah.
And then I found out he was taken in the first round and was like the best corner. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's cool though. I guess. Okay, that's that. So they're in their second year.
Yeah. I just noticed that they picked up our old fullback too.
Good.
Keith Smith, Falcons did. So,
yeah. So it looks like their line's pretty good then, huh?
It could be, especially if if Cale McGarry and Chris Lindstrom play good, it should be solid.
Are they good? Like, did you
I don't
like
know.
them
I don't
coming
know.
out?
No, I liked them coming out, but they were injured all last year, and whenever they did play, it wasn't great.
Okay.
But like wasn't holding it too much against them.
Fair take.
I don't know how Jake Matthews is playing these days, but I mean, like baseline, it's like solid.
Yeah, he's probably just like an average tackle.
And while we're in the trenches, let's stay there. Our defensive line versus their offensive line. I like our edge rushers a lot right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be interested to see if we play a lot of the 3-4 looks again.
I mean, I would say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But you guys lost
for sure. But the Rams also aren't gonna have the same. Like the Rams are doing short passing game, like screens to Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, let those dudes be physical, get yak. While the Falcons are holding it as long as possible and trying to get deep balls.
Matt Ryan looking to the end zone.
Yeah, he's trying to hit the deep post to Julio every time.
This just sounds scary.
Or Ridley for that matter.
We'll get
to that matchup. We'll get to that matchup.
On like a just full speed deep post.
Yeah.
Unless it's Bojack and dude, over the middle, it's yeah.
What was I talking about? So
we were talking about the edges.
I feel good about our edges. Yeah. Caleb McGarry, I'm looking for that bounce back game from DeMarcus Lawrence. I want him to stand out on the tape for me because I agree with this man's assessment.
He's got to.
Jake Matthews versus Alden Smith, Everson Griffin. It should be some wins, there should be some losses. I'm expecting more wins in that situation though. Interior, that's going to be interesting. Alex Mack, like I said, he's
pretty good.
He's good.
You guys kind of
Chris Lindstrom, like I said, he's a first round pick. I'm not sure exactly how he's played, but I mean, he's got to have talent if he's a first round pick.
I think they probably got the edge there. I'd say.
Yeah, probably.
Slightly.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if we'll probably slide some dudes in.
Alex Mack is just very good.
No, for sure. Like,
yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see if we put Everson Griffin on the inside a little bit, Alden Smith on the inside a little bit, have him standing up. But for the most part, let's just say Tristan Hill, Dontari Poe. Wasn't super impressed with Dontari Poe's performance. He was getting double teamed a lot, just being as big as he was, but he was getting pushed back on those double teams, which I mean, that is what it is. Like it's 300 something man pressing.
It's kind of just math.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking for Tristan Hill to get that sack. Get that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
This game I wouldn't be looking for it, but I mean,
because he popped off on the tape last game, that's for sure.
He's a good run defender.
Yeah,
he's showing that.
Yeah. So yeah, I like that matchup though, offensive line versus our defensive line.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
So let's do running game. Todd Gurley versus
them backers.
And so no Leighton Vander Esch, no Sean Lee. It's gonna be Jalen Smith, Joe Thomas. Mix in some Luke Gifford and Francis Bernard.
Francis Bernard.
Yeah. Another one of those Utah guys.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is he running 5'4"?
Probably.
Okay. I can't even hate because Johnson.
Yeah. You just got to respect the Utah defense in general. So Todd Gurley, we've always been good against Todd Gurley. Like even
on the Rams?
Yeah. No.
I can't just go back and look at a game back in 2017.
No,
and see he puts up
trust
150.
me. No, you'll see C.J. Anderson
He
getting it
does
against
against
us. You'll
everybody.
see against Malcolm Brown getting it against us. You'll see.
But not him.
No. Not
Okay.
him.
I do feel like though, just on the topic, Gurley kind of gonna have a little resurgence this year. I feel like you feel the same about that.
Me
A
too.
lot of people hating on it.
Me too. And it starts week 3. Not against the Cowboys though. I don't know.
I like it. Every last game, like he got the touch.
He's not a big factor in the receiving game. He's anymore at least.
He should be.
He was my favorite running back in the league at one point.
Yeah, because he was good. This guy.
Yeah. Well, no.
My favorite. He's really, really, really good. He's my favorite. And now he's not. So like.
Well, I'm just saying.
How is Zeke not your favorite?
Huh?
Zeke.
Oh man. Well, it's looking like it is, but I'm just saying like
it's looking like
at
it
one
is because
point,
he's looking good.
I remember at the draft. Whenever we were there, we saw they had the little fake locker room set up, and I went up to the top early one. I was like, best back in the league. I don't know if you remember that, but
then we went up to the Bears one, and it was like our punter, and I literally just shed it to you. You remember that? Who was it? It was literally like
no man.
No, it was like
it wasn't Pat O'Donnell.
Dude, it might have. It was literally like, I think it was just like a tight end or something.
Yeah, no,
It was not
Yeah, we weren't
good.
impressed. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I could see Gurley. I bet.
I see him getting a cool 85.
Yeah, so he got 14 carries last time. Like I said, for
Total Mo.
56 yards and 4 a pop. I bet he'll get more. I bet he'll get more towards 20 carries.
Yeah, because it looks like they don't really have a second back. It looks like it's going to be Gurley taking the load this year. And your front seven's looking a bit depleted.
Especially at the linebackers, for sure. And up the middle.
Yeah,
up the middle in general. Yeah.
Just kind of just a little bit not what you wanted.
So I bet he could probably crack 100. The average won't be great. Like, you're not going to get an explosive run.
But then again, it's like, when did the Falcons just bump 25 to the running back? Like,
that's true.
Especially if it's got to not be working in the pass game.
Yeah. But
unless
they also lost the game, though. So maybe different philosophy this week.
I just feel like they always got the same.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right.
Because the players
if they get another 50-plus throw from Matt Ryan and they lose, trust me, week 3, Todd Gurley getting 30 carries.
Yeah. If it does, yeah. That's crazy they lost, so you're right. I didn't really put that into perspective. Yeah. But
I only scored 25 points with all those stats.
Well, 3 tuds.
Yeah. Calvin really accounting for 2 of those. And obviously Gurley for 1 of them.
How about
Gurley gets a touchdown too? Like a
you saw them routes out there. I've been talking about him this offseason.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, we'll get there.
Just about to.
Yeah, just about to. It's gonna be interesting to see how Jalen Smith bounces back.
That's probably a very big part of the game.
Like I said, he usually does good against Todd Gurley.
I see him getting like
12
tackles though.
Huh?
I think he's gonna get like 12 tackles.
Yeah, but he had 10 tackles last game, but they were like all like 8 yards down the field. So hopefully we can see some tackles for losses. Him getting in the backfield, that'd be great. Going sideline to sideline.
Yeah,
I want to see him lock up Peyton Hurst. On it,
that'd be a good matchup actually.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
the Hayden Hurst.
While we're here, they downgraded Austin Hooper. Looked really good for the Browns last night. I'm not even gonna lie.
This guy's surprised by Austin Hooper when I already told him. But yeah, Hayden Hurst. It's I think it was the payment thing. They didn't have to pay nearly what they got to pay, but they traded a second for him, bro. And that's kind of gnarly. But I think Hayden Hurst
same value as DeAndre Hopkins.
Holy crap. And guess how old Hayden Hurst is?
Yeah, I know. 29, 28.
That's why I think he's in his prime. Yeah. Literally, he's in his prime. His will be his best year here.
We'll see.
Dude, he's not going to just get better from here. The fool's actually 28 years old and on his second or third year of his rookie deal.
Yeah. So, let's talk about the real important matchup. Their receivers versus our secondary.
Yep.
Obviously, you have Julio Jones. Is he a top 3 receiver in your opinion?
I thought that was like facts. In my opinion, 3.
If this fool scored more touchdowns, I would be definitive with it.
Dude, no.
Jimmy, he went 160 receptions without a touchdown.
And guess how many times they didn't want him to catch a ball? 160 times. Guess how many times he caught that ball? 160 times. No, he's a freak, dude.
Okay, no.
This dude
Hopkins,
is Calvin Johnson.
Hopkins over?
Probably not, dude.
Okay. Michael Thomas?
Yeah, I would say.
And who would be your
that was top
another
3
guy up there? Okay, yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It kind of legit.
Yeah. There's not a lot of super standout guys. Like, there's a lot of guys that are super similar.
I'm having kind of a brain fart for sure. Who are we forgetting? Like, I mean, like I wouldn't even say Galladay's in that just because he had 13 tuds. Like, Devontae Adams is legit.
Yeah, but Devontae Adams,
he never even had 1,000-yard season.
Yeah.
I mean, Allen Robinson's legit. Amari Cooper legit.
Yeah. But I mean,
Stephon Diggs
they're not
legit.
Julio, so they're not Julio. That's for sure.
So that's what I'm saying, and that's why I was like, who?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. You're probably right. Yeah, top. He's probably the third guy. I put D-Hop over him, but
You put D-Hop over Julio Jones, like legit?
Uh-huh.
Why? Remember the year whenever he like dropped 4 passes in the opening season? Guess who doesn't never do that?
Hopkins.
Yeah.
Remember
It was after that year. That's why I said it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Remember the year where he got a whole season with 0 drops?
Yeah,
they're similar. You're splitting hairs at this point because like they're both.
Yeah,
those three are.
I have a list already just that I made, and it's like Keenan Allen, Mike Evans, Tyreek Hill. Those are kind of the more elite guys from last year.
Yeah.
And then you could say like Chris Godwin.
Yeah.
And then the guys I already mentioned.
Yeah. All those guys, I'd choose Julio over them. So
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's why when you said is he top 3?
So definitive top 3 receiver. I don't think he's the best receiver in the league.
Dude, I mean, it's just so hard to say he's not the best.
Well, he's the most talented receiver.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And like Larry Fitzgerald says he's the best receiver he's ever seen play.
I mean,
on the field.
I see it. So yeah, he went 950 for 157, 17.4 a pop.
He's just so freaky, dude. Like DeAndre Hopkins is probably half as fast as him.
Yeah.
Michael Thomas is 30 pounds lighter than him. You know, like he's like out there. He's like an alien. He's so big and fast and just dominant.
He gets downhill so fast. Like,
dude,
his post routes are insane.
That's what literally I was just thinking of it. It's like a nightmare.
Like his knees get so high.
Yeah, he's just
Calvin Ridley, obviously one of the better number 2s in the league. He went for 9 for 130, 14.4 and 2 touchdowns.
I think he got like 30.
Who's a better route runner, Julio or Ridley?
That's a good question.
I'd say Ridley just because he's a little bit more explosive right now.
He's more versatile.
Mm-hmm. A little bit more springy in his legs too.
I just feel like Julio, he doesn't need to run his routes as good because he's just so long and like his stride is so big, and he runs at such a That's the thing about Julio. Like his game speed is nuts. Like every time he runs, he's so fast.
Yeah. So Ridley, he's pretty versatile. Like they'll get him on some.
Dude,
some
imagine
sweeps.
Ridley get 3 tuds, bro.
Oh man.
Because who's he going up against? He'll mainly go up against.
Get there.
That's what I'm asking.
So,
who's he gonna go up against?
Okay. Well,
we'll get there.
So no. He's very versatile, like I was saying.
Yeah.
So he'll play a lot of different positions. He'll play slot. He'll play outside. He'll play.
Is Diggs the number 1 though?
Yes.
So.
In my opinion, Diggs is the number 1. Brother, we'll get there. We'll get there.
I just cannot imagine having to guard a Julio and then a Calvin Ridley whenever it's not a Julio.
We'll get there, brother.
I just got there and I said it.
Russell Gage, like I said, he popped off. I don't think he's gonna go for over 100 this game again, unless they're really airing it out. I bet Hayden Hurst could have
It's just scary, man.
So yeah, let's get into the matchup.
I don't like it. It makes me scared.
Well, of course you don't.
I don't like it for my boy Jalen Johnson, and he has a Kyle Fuller AP over on the other side. You guys got Scrubby McGee over there across from Diggs, and Diggs gonna have to be the best freaking corner on the field against this. This is great though because this game, and of course it's gonna be the second game. But it's not like if he, cruds a bed. It's not like he sucks. It's not like if he balls out. It's like he's amazing. But it's gonna be a great test to see where he's at now. Like the best test he'll have.
No, that's what I was thinking coming in.
Even Russell Gage, if he didn't even get that last week, he probably might have been able to surprise us more. But now he's definitely, you can't sleep on him now.
Yeah. So obviously Trevon Diggs, he's a rookie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even if you give up 100 yards to Julio, it's like you could still have a solid game as a rookie against Julio. Dude,
everyone lets up 100 against Julio.
The main thing I'm looking for is the thing I like about Diggs is he's had a professional mindset for a couple years now because his brother being in the NFL and also him being in Alabama. So like the game's not too big for him at all.
And I like how it goes with our corner and the Bears. I like how they were both picking the second because I feel like they didn't come in like with too big. Like I feel like it'd be hard to be a first round corner, come in and not be too big head or not be like too scared. But the second round, it's like they both got the chip. They knew,
and it's like both, a real level headed.
It's like a perfect little thing for them both. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, I really worry more about Calvin Ridley against our defense because that matchup more so against him versus Cheeto, him versus Anthony Brown, him versus Darryl Worley if he gets thrown in there.
Calvin Ridley, Darryl Worley matchup.
I want to see how Diggs plays obviously against Jones. I feel okay about it.
I'm gonna be watching that.
No, of course.
Oh, we're gonna
the reason why I feel more not you can be only so optimistic about it, but why I'm feeling okay about it is the size of Trevon Diggs. Whenever Julio is destroying dudes, it's because he's like usually way more physical and way bigger than the dude.
Yeah, that's true. Diggs got some size on him.
No, like I'll love to see them standing right next to each other and see how big Diggs really looks against him. I mean, Julio's 6'3", but
he's probably 6'4".
He always looks like he's like 6'5", and like I never understood it whenever I heard he was 6'3".
Yeah, that's true. He's huge.
So yeah, I wonder. It'll be interesting to see if Diggs almost gets that shadow role.
No way, dude. You think you're about to shadow a rookie on Julio Jones?
Just because the matchup, bro. No. Like Anthony Brown is 5'10",
played in the league 6 years.
Okay, but he's 5'10".
So,
dude, Julio Jones destroys small corners, dude. It just happens.
Let me tell you something, everybody, real quick. If you think that the deciding factor between the cornerback going up against Julio Jones is going to be because he's more tall as Julio,
I'm saying,
if there's a corner that's 6'5", Julio is going to mess him up on a jump ball.
No, for sure, but
it's not going to matter. No. Especially as a rookie, the fact that he is more physical will help, but you're not about to shadow that. He's going to follow him around just getting worked.
Hey, brother, it was just a suggestion. Now I just threw out a little chum, and you freaking bit it like a goddamn great whale.
Because I thought about it more, and you'd be absurd to do that. No, but
I'm saying because
I just don't think the matchup.
This is what happens every single time we play the Falcons. Is Julio starts destroying our smart corners, and that's whenever we're like, hey, let's get Byron Jones to shadow this dude because he's the only dude over 6'1".
This is what you do. You take Diggs and you put him on Ridley 1-on-1.
And then double Julio?
Yeah.
Okay.
You put a safety over the top because Brown's fast as hell. He's faster than Diggs, that's for sure.
But he's just 5'10". That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, but I've never even. This is the first time I've ever heard him talk about corner's height as in being detrimental. How many do I say being 5'10" is not a good thing?
Huh?
It's like the third time I've mocked you with that voice. Being 5'10" a corner, it's not a good thing, and
especially
I've always
against
said
Julio
that.
Jones.
Yeah, I've always said that, and you just acted like it hasn't mattered in the past.
What are you talking about? Cowboys are the ones that try to draft big corners, so I've been on
Jordan
that philosophy.
Lewis, Anthony Brown.
Well, Anthony Brown.
Hey, you got Cheeto. Why are we sleeping on him? We haven't even talked about him.
Yeah, and
is he out the mix?
He was okay. Is he
okay?
Well, I mean, we're talking about Julio, so I'm trying to get to Calvin Ridley now.
No, we're just kind of all over the place with it. But Cheeto's big because if you got Cheeto and Diggs on the outside,
for sure. But
that's 6'1" corners.
But the thing is, we are rotating our corners a lot, and Jordan Lewis will be back this week, so it's gonna. Anthony, I'm confused on how exactly we're gonna play our corners. All I know is that Trevon Diggs is gonna be out there.
You guys don't really know yet.
Yeah, no, we don't.
That's what I'm saying. So we know that
Trevon Diggs is the most talented corner we have, so we know that he's gonna be out there.
He played 100% of the defensive snaps last game.
Yes.
And special teams snaps.
Certified starter. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, like I said, I'm a little bit more worried about Ridley just because he can obviously Julio can take the top off, but Ridley can
just mess you up.
Yeah,
he'll just cut you up.
Like he'll hit him with a Robbie Anderson and just
he'll
double move 90 yards.
He'll dice you like a tomato.
He's a really talented route runner, so I bet he'll have some dudes kind of tripping. Jordan Lewis, he'll be back. It's gonna be interesting to see how he plays. He looks like he's gained a little bit of weight though, which I mean he needed to because he is on the shorter side of 5'10".
5-9.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe 5-9.
Yeah, so obviously, I mean, that's a tough matchup for any corners if you have Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley starting out. I mean, that doesn't sound good for us.
What do you think? What do you think will be the deciding or the key factor for the Cowboys to beat the Falcons? Week 2, right now, not in general.
Yeah.
Now, how you guys gonna win?
So it's gonna be similar to what the Seahawks did. Have them not have a balanced offense,
but let him throw 5 over the top.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I guess I see what you're saying.
Because
it's got to be balanced. Yeah, that's a good look at you.
Like
hire this man.
If people already look, sending me applications.
People are. Yeah.
So yeah, no, I think just have them kind of have those empty calories like I talked about. They're gonna put up yards. That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Just
how they play football.
Yeah, just.
If they don't,
just
then you guys know you're in a
whenever
good
we
spot.
get in the red zone, as defense stiffen up, hold them to field goals, let them get the yards. Bend but don't break is the motto against the Falcons.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think we covered a good amount of it.
We didn't really cover. We did, but real quick, we didn't. I mean, we don't need
Matt
to go
Ryan
into
versus.
It. No, not even because it is what it is.
Okay.
I mean,
we got to do score prediction too. We got to do score prediction.
Score prediction, and also Julio is questionable.
Yeah, he'll play.
Okay, he'll
play. Play. Come on, man. Julio.
I don't know what's going on.
If he doesn't, that'd be great.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
Alex Mack did not practice though on Thursday. Well, no.
Yeah.
So let's get into
score
predictions. Man, the Cowboys need a dub. They need a dub. Okay, they cannot shout out 0-2, especially whenever there's 20,000 fans cheering along.
If you guys lose this game, it's pretty big.
Yes. So yeah, I'm expecting. I think I'm gonna have a fun time at 12:00 on Sunday.
Dude, it's gonna be great, man. We're gonna be watching together.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to be streaming the Bears and Boys games live.
So,
but
Cowboys will get the first win of their season against the Atlanta Falcons. It's gonna be 33-28. It's gonna be 33-28. No expectations if it's a late score to make it closer or if it's a close game. I'm not gonna get into that. I just think that's gonna be the score. Cowboys are gonna win the freaking game.
I like it, dude. I'm gonna have to kind of up you though.
Okay, let's do it.
I think it's gonna be 38-31 Cowboys.
38-31 Cowboys.
Yeah. I see you guys.
I like it, brother.
I could
Both
see
getting over 30.
I could see if it starts rolling.
Yeah.
If you guys start getting them tuds, like I don't know, I just like Zeke within 20 yards.
Yeah.
Like he'll just get the touchdown.
I bet he's gonna have a huge game, honestly.
Like they have good. Keanu Neal, I think, is actually gonna make some plays, especially in like stopping first downs and stuff like that. Yeah. But Zeke,
he has his limitations. Keanu Neal.
Yeah, for sure. But in like the red zone, I feel like he needs to come through for him, or there's no one. Yeah. Deion Jones can only do so much.
Yeah. Well, I like your prediction.
Of course you do.
Trevon Diggs.
That's probably the
get him
highest I'll ever give. I just see the Cowboys airing it out.
Yeah. Like I said, get him Trevon Diggs. So yeah, that was our predictions. Cowboys versus Falcons.
Breakdown.
Yes, sir. We're gonna right after this. We're gonna do the Bears versus Giants. We're gonna see how we're feeling about that. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll be right back.
Awesome.